Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and we got big breaking news here out of Verizon. This is a pretty big these are pretty big news. So this article comes from Yahoo Finance. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So Verizon is exploring selling thousands of towers in the US. So they have done this before. So let me be clear right off the bat. They've done this before with American Tower. I believe in that transaction they got like 4 to 5 billion. So this is nothing new to Verizon and its portfolio. They've done that before, and it looks like they're exploring that again. And the reason we have to use the words exploring and speculate because it's not official. There are some sources that are being quoted, but as of today, it's not officially happening yet. So also, I want to clarify because there's going to be a lot of questions. So Verizon, just because they're selling the sites, the towers, does not mean they lose the space on the tower. So Verizon equipment will still be on the tower. They would just have to lease it back from whatever company is going to purchase the asset. So if it's Crown Castle, Verizon would have to pay Crown Castle to lease space on the site. That's what would happen. Now, whatever the agreement might be, right? Verizon might get 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion for the assets, who knows? And they might work in the deal like for 3 or 4 years. There's no leasing cost for Verizon to lease back on those sites. Who knows? Right? It's possible that they work that into the agreement. So they get an upfront cash infusion from the deal, from selling the asset, and then they have some cost savings for a few years. That's again, like I said, that could be baked in the agreement. Who knows? But if I'm Verizon and I have a buyer that's very interested, I would try to work that into the deal. Like, hey, yes, you can buy this from me. This is the cost. Maybe if I lower this down a little bit, the overall price, maybe I can get leasing free for a few years. I would definitely try to work that in the deal. But the next big question, now that we clarified and got that all out the way, the next big question would be, why do they need this cash? Why sell that asset? Is that now something that they're going to do moving forward long term? They're just going to lease all their sites? For those of you who didn't know, Verizon has been the pretty much the only mobile network operator that owned a lot of their sites. T-Mobile and AT&T lease sites back from American Tower, Crown Castle. I think another Vertical Bridge is another one. There's several other Pinnacle, I think I saw. So there's a lot of different owners of cell sites. Verizon has been the one to actually own and operate their own cell sites at large scale. They have some cell sites that are American Tower owned, but very little. A large part of their fleet is owned and operated, which some might say is better because of the owner economics. Once you build the site, right, you pay everything up front, and then you just have to pay the lease of the property itself. Like whoever the property owner is, you just pay them. In a leasing, right? In a leasing back from a tower company, you just pay leasing of what it costs to be on the site. American Tower and Crown Castle, they handle everything else. They have to deal with the owner of the property. They have to deal with all that. You just pay whatever it costs to lease the site. So might be cheaper doing it that way versus having to pay upfront, especially as many sites as Verizon is wanting to build over the next few years. You just pretty much strike a leasing deal and you lease the site space that you want to get on versus having to pay everything up front, all the construction, everything, and then still have to pay leasing to the owner of the property. So this shakes things up a bit for this week, right before earnings from Verizon. Like I said, what do they need the funds for? Who knows? I mean, pay down debt, That's a big one. Maybe maybe they have their eyes set on some more airwaves in the future. Maybe they got word that 4.9 is going to be auctioned off. I mean, I don't know, right? Maybe they accelerate some deployments. Maybe they increase capex. Who knows what they're going to use that for? But Verizon is exploring selling thousands of towers. That's what we know today. Again, not official, but where there's smoke, there's fire. Stay tuned for more. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Live. See y'all in the next one. Peace.